It was kind of frightening for me before, because I never liked it school. I was more a hands-down kind of guy, a trade man, but get the job done, do study books. Until clients of mine started embarrass me about my reading and my writing and things. One of my clients and them come and say, hey man, why you go and join a reading class? Take my stupid advice, go and join the reading class. At first, it was a little shaking when I started to go through the day reading class now. The other teacher interact with us, give us the confidence, the motivation to come back to class on Wednesday. But since I joined ALTA, I started to read books online and all too. Pick up our papers, and I have about 35 novels home. Anyone I feel to read, I read. I just get hasty very fast. Slightest thing they strip me off. But since I joined ALTA and I started to read and think about anger management and controlling your anger, my kids and them want to see I elevate from how I was before to how I is now and how I'll be down in the future. I want to step my life up a little today, a lot tomorrow. ALTA.
Are you 16 and over? Your little today could be a lot tomorrow. Free spelling and reading classes. To sign up, call or WhatsApp ALTA today. 708-1990.
Sometimes one small decision can change the direction of your life, and for someone who has struggled with reading, writing or spelling, that decision might simply be asking for help. That's the message behind ALTA's 2026 student campaign. A little today, a lot tomorrow, highlighting the journeys of students who took that first step and are now seeing the difference that it can make. ALTA continues to provide free community and virtual literacy classes, creating a supportive space for people to learn and build their confidence. This morning, we hear one of those stories. Joining us, ALTA student Clifton ALTA alongside ALTA tutor Deborah Thomas Austin. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's good to have you here, and thank you for sharing your story with us, Clifton. But Deborah, let me start with you. What does ALTA do? Tell us a little bit about ALTA.
So ALTA is an NGO, and ALTA has been in the business of teaching literacy to students here in Trinidad and in the Caribbean for over 30 years. So the organization was founded in 1962, and we offer free community classes to adults and to young people to improve their reading and writing skills. We also offer virtual classes via Zoom, and we offer an online program called ALTA Online. We train our tutors and their volunteer tutors who work with the students, either in the community and virtual classes or through our reading circle and spelling program.
And Clifton, now tell us about your ALTA experience.
Well, my ALTA experience, before I reached the ALTA, I was like all mixed up in the beginning, because somebody really introduced me and really pushed me and give me the encouragement, the motivation to come and join ALTA. Right? Thanks to Mr. Earl Wilson and Gregory Salon Seal, give me the encouragement to come and join ALTA. And since when I joined, my teachers find that I elevated because I know what I'm about, it's just my spelling and retainers. I could read, I could write, I could spell much better than how I was before. Thanks to the teachers, and them, they never give up on us. They show us the patience and give us the motivation to keep coming. Because without that motivation, some of us will give up, because we're really looking forward for somebody to be there for us, to guide us while we going through this, because some of us have a way that when we start something, going along the way, somebody will give us a bad rep about, we're doing that for one. Break the motivation, we encouragement, break us down. So by the teachers and them giving us that encouragement every Monday or Wednesday to come to class, give us a hope to keep coming and strive for better.
So Deborah, tell us a little bit about ALTA student campaign this year.
So our theme this year is a little today, a lot tomorrow. And so we are encouraging students to take that first step, that one little thing that you do today that can help you achieve a lot tomorrow. So whether it's reaching out to an ALTA ambassador at one of our community outreach programs, or calling the ALTA number and speaking to someone registering for a class, it's that one little step. When classes start, it's coming to class regularly, 2 days a week. The little that you do today can achieve a lot tomorrow.
So Clifton, back to you now. Tell us about the little things. Deborah was just talking about the little things. What are the little things you did that helped to make a difference in your life today?
The most important thing that started with me was the encouragement to come to class, because I have really a feeling much in my life. To me, I feel, because I didn't have guidance as a young fella growing up, parents and stuff, to give me the encouragement. I grew up in an orphanage. So I was crying out for help. And one or two people that see it from me early, which was Gregory, because he said, be a member of the YMCA. And that kind of saved my life at that point in time. Kind of turned my life around. Although I was young and dumb at the age in life, most youths go through that problem as a teenager growing up. But really, actually, I was crying out for help, because school was my problem, right? And I realized I wasn't really academically inclined for books. So when I ended up in St. Michael's home, I started to learn trade, plumbing, started to learn to cook, little mason, little carpentry, so I could survive. I learned something to make me survival. And that kind of changed my life at that point in time, till when I left St. Michael's home. I went and joined cadets through Peter Roach. He was giving my encouragement to go back to school and all also. Try and get some night classes. But school was never really on my mind. I was on to achieve a goal, and was to start a little small business on my own. And during that period, time and time again, I joined ALTA first, and then I started my business 5 years ago, and I joined ALTA. And when I came and get in an accident, I just dropped out, because I don't have my back end, which was my vehicle, for me to work, make money, to see about my family, and had to go to class. So I was just draw back from it for a bit, attend to my family. And then Mr. Wilson and Gary come back again, push me back, encourage me. Miss Beverly, Mr. Wilson's wife, she not only gave me motivation, she sit down and talk to me, go back to school, get your education. Education is the way out in life. And I sit down in the back in the yard, because I do maintenance. So I sit down in the yard and I think about it. And the next day, I came to work by them. So Wilson come and hand my paper. He said, call this number. And whatever the people them tell you, follow. I watch it. I think, I say, sir, Mr. Wilson, honestly speaking, I'm not academically inclined for books. I'm a hands-down guy. I get the job done. Yeah, me need education. Call it. Pull my phone and I call the number. And one time that was the Monday. When I called him Monday, the person told me that he'll come Wednesday for orientation. And since then to now, I'm going good.
Yeah. Now, Deborah, can you tell us about your experience being an ALTA tutor?
I actually started, my interest in ALTA developed because I felt I took reading for granted. I felt reading was something I didn't remember learning to do, but being able to do. And it suddenly struck me that if I encountered someone who had difficulty reading, I didn't have the tools I didn't know how to help them. And so I decided to join ALTA, to sign up with ALTA. I signed up together with my husband, and we did the training and offered to teach voluntarily for a year. That's what ALTA required of you in return for the training. And so this is now 15 years that I've been doing it, teaching as a volunteer ALTA tutor. It's been a rewarding experience. I think encountering students like Clifton and being able to help them on that journey to improve their reading skills. That has been very, very fulfilling. It's great to see the students progress. It's great to see them develop that confidence, but it also gives us a responsibility because we realize the students are counting on us and depending on us for their success. So that helps us to keep going as well.
And Clifton, what is it like to be in an ALTA class?
Wow. Real fun. Real fun. Oh, Miss Adriana and Miss Joseph, they make learning fun. So we could, because some of us not able to grasp everything at first. So Miss Adriana and Miss Joseph used to break it down for us in a fun way so we could understand it. And when we understand now, we get onto it.
Do you have any specific memories or memorable moment that has stayed with you from your classes?
Yeah, it have well, tell a young lady, a young girl, came in our class. She was kind of mentally disturbed, like Josie. And when she came in our class, is that where we get to realize this is a serious thing we need, because she needed help. And by she coming to our class, it opened our eyes. We work together as a team. If somebody's down, we come together and we help them. We teach one another. We show them that love.
With the help of your tutors too,
Yes.
and they're very
Together
supportive.
Miss behind us, if Miss dealing with someone and one of us see that Miss dealing with something and somebody need help with something, we could assist.
Yeah, that's really
Right?
good.
We could help one another in turn. So we set off in pairs or we set off in a group and we help one another. So if somebody is foot lacking in reading, why is we going through? Because we read from paragraph to paragraph, so everybody get a chance to read. So if somebody reading, we following, so we assist them. If they're starting with the word or trying to pronounce it, and they can't get the pronunciation, somebody knows it, we help them.
And Deborah, we've heard Clifton's story, but can you share another student's experience or any other classroom stories that you may have for us this morning?
Sure. As Clifton says, it's a very supportive and nurturing environment in the class, and we get to know our students and when they achieve. So, for instance, I've had one student who was able to tell me that she had a unfortunate experience with the passing of her sister under very strange circumstances. And it kept her from coming to class for a while. So when I didn't see her for a couple of weeks, I kept calling to find out if everything was okay. And she told me the story of what had happened with her sister. And in between the tears, she said, you know, Miss, I was able to go to the funeral home and handle all the arrangements without getting help from anyone. She was able to fill out all the forms on her own. So it's little things like that help people in their daily lives. Those one student who said to me, Miss, I went out driving with my boyfriend over the weekend and we passed by the Hyatt. And what was exciting for her, she was able to see the letters and pronounce the name and realize, oh, that is the Hyatt that she'd been hearing about. And she came to class all excited to share that. So we share in their joys, we share in their excitement, we share in their sorrows, and you know, as I said, it's what keeps everybody going and keeps everybody motivated to continue working to help the students.
Clifton, what would you say this morning to someone listening who may want to improve their reading or their spelling, but they're not sure about joining ALTA? Any words of encouragement for them today?
Come join class, man. Come join class. Come and see it for yourself. Because I can tell you, Miss can tell you, but it's only for you to make that first step. right? So if you take a little step today, you can take a bigger step tomorrow.
A little today,
A lot tomorrow.
a lot tomorrow. And Ms. Deborah, when is registration? How can people sign up for classes and when do classes begin?
Yes, registration is ongoing. So anyone interested can call ALTA's offices. We can call at 624-2582 and 708-1990. And someone will direct you to the class closest to you, either to where you live or to where you work. Classes start on Monday, the 7th of September. And we have classes, as I said, they are community classes. We have 22 community classes around the country, and we have 23 virtual classes. So for students who are not able to make it to a class, they can connect via Zoom and have the virtual classroom experience. Yeah, so they can call any of our ALTA offices and to register.
What about people who may want to help to be a part of ALTA and to contribute to what you're doing?
Right, so there are different ways that we can support the work that ALTA is doing, become a volunteer tutor. And so from about October to February, ALTA will be starting its tutor registration campaign. And so you will hear more about that in the media. So people can call and indicate that they want to join. We will take your name and information and contact you when that campaign starts, and take you through the process. An interview, coming in to observe a class for a period of time, and then once you've done that and you think, okay, this is something I really want to do, we invite you to train with us. And the training is usually between May and June next year. So you will train 6 consecutive weeks of training, and you can become a tutor ready for classes in September next year. But there are other ways we can assist. We can sponsor a class. We can sponsor a student to do ALTA. And for persons who are interested, ALTA is a registered charity, and so you can do a deed of covenant and support the work of the organization. It costs about $600 to sponsor a student for a year, $1,000 to sponsor a class for a year. And so there are different ways that people could involve. We also have persons who may volunteer not to teach a class, but to become a reading circle guide or work with as an ALTA ambassador as well, spreading the word of what we do around the country.
Absolutely love that. Be a part of a life-changing experience. Well, Clifton, what would you say this morning to ALTA after everything that you've achieved with their
I haven't finished achieving anything as yet. So
We're still achieving.
I'm still achieving. I'm not going to finish until I fully understand everything that I wanted to get.
What would you say to ALTA this morning?
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to move from level 1 to level 2 and continue going on, because without you all was a big part of my life, or changed my life actually, in such a way that for me to strive for betterment. Yeah. May God give you all the strength and the motivation and the ambition to continue going on teaching what you're doing to other people. And I hope the country could, who needs the help, come out. Don't be afraid. ALTA is here.
Don't be afraid, ALTA is here. Maybe that's a new tagline, a new campaign. Clifton, thank you so much for sharing your experience, for being willing to share your experience and to be so raw and just real with us this morning. And thank you, Deborah, for all the work that you're doing. And thank you to the ALTA team. Continue doing what you're doing. And remember, a little today can really become a lot tomorrow. 7:27, that's the time. We take a break and come back.
Today, a lot tomorrow, ALTA.
I couldn't read at all, I didn't know any words. And then from a level beginner, I could start reading 5-letter words perfectly fine.
Coming to ALTA, I realized you have people out there who don't know how to read and write, just like me.
Being a salesman had its challenges, but the real challenge was making out the receipt. I knew one day it will catch up with me.
I didn't know about the phonics, and when I went into the class, it was like a mind-blowing thing. When you go there, you actually learn.
You teach you much more than a normal school. Each small step improved my life situation and made me more in control of things.
I'm like the foundation of my home, and if I can do so much for them, I can get an education for me to be able to read properly I want to be able to be independent.
My ideal tomorrow will look like me reading any sign that I see or anything that my son says, Mommy, what is that?
Slightest thing they strip me off. But since I joined ALTA and I started to read and think about anger management, I want to step my life up.
A little today.
A little today.
A little today.
A lot tomorrow.
ALTA.
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 Are you 16 and over? Your little today could be a lot tomorrow. Free spelling and reading classes. Call ALTA 708.
It was kind of frightening for me before because I never liked it school. I was more a hands-down kind of guy, trade man, but get the job done, do study books until clients of mine started embarrass me about my reading and my writing and things. One of my clients and them come and say, hey man, why you go and join a reading class? Take my stupid advice, go and join the reading class. At first, it was a little shaking when I started to go through the day reading class now. The other teacher interact with us, give us the confidence, the motivation to come back to class on Wednesday. But since I joined ALTA and I started reading